If you are an agency owner without a B2B optimized video sales letter, you would probably be better off by selling feed pics on OnlyFans or just gambling. You know, you'd probably make more money. And I'm dead serious about this because if you don't have a good VSL, you are putting in so much effort and work for nothing. Chasing unqualified leads, you're forced to send out like 1,000 emails to book a meeting, you're getting ghosted on sales calls, you are spending a lot of time on handling objections, companies don't know the value of your offer, just a big mess. And at the same time, there are agency owners who are doing, first of all, way more revenue than you are doing. They are closing way bigger clients than you are closing. They're having a way easier sales calls. And they do this all by working less. And the main difference between these guys who are running these super sick agencies, making all this crazy money, and you is that they have a good B2B optimized VSL. But the bigger issue is that most of the agency VSLs out there are absolute fucking garbage. They are terrible. They have a bunch of fake urgency and overstretched claims and all these cheesy, cringy tactics. You know, the scripts are written by ChatGPT. And the reason why I know this is because I've spent a lot of money and time into VSLs. You know, I've spent over $70,000 in the last few years in hiring like really good coaches and consultants and mentors to teach me how to write VSLs. I've written a bunch of VSLs that have done hundreds of thousands of dollars, like for one VSL. I've worked on hundreds of agency VSLs. I even wrote one VSL for Dr. Robert Cialdini's coaching company. Obviously, if you know who Cialdini is, he is the author and writer of one of the most famous marketing books in the world. It's called The Influence, you know? So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to write actually good VSLs for your agency, logic-based sales arguments that make B2B decision makers want to buy your agency's service. You know, it's really good, it's really simple, and it's gonna make you a lot of money. And by the way, if you can't sit still for the next 15 minutes, if your brain is so fried from doom scrolling on TikTok that you need to click on the next video on the sidebar just to fucking feel alive, it's better for you to leave right now. You know, this video isn't for people with an attention span of a 4-year-old iPad kid. You know, this is for people who actually want to grow their agency, who actually want to make money. Because the difference between the guys who run a 100K a month agency and 3K a month agency is that the 100K a month guys, they can actually pay attention to the things that make them money and make their business better, you know? So if that's not you, you better just, it's better to save the time and just leave now. But yeah, let's jump into it. So the first thing we have to understand is why are video sales letters so powerful? And again, I could talk about this for hours on end, but I'll keep this extremely simple. So if you run an agency, you probably need to acquire clients. Like if you want to make any money, you have to do some kind of client acquisition or lead generation activities, you know, to get leads. You know, you have to reach out to prospects. Maybe you're doing cold email. You could be doing LinkedIn outreach. Maybe you're doing LinkedIn content or YouTube content, or maybe you're doing cold calls or paid ads or referrals or networking, whatever. You are doing a bunch of things to reach out to clients. You know, you're sending them messages, you're running them ads, you're creating content with the goal of getting clients. And obviously for you to get clients, you have to get calls. You know, this is going to be your number one conversion events. You're doing these things to get these things, you know, sales calls, discovery calls. But what you have to understand is that the gap between a cold email or seeing a LinkedIn post or getting a cold call or seeing an ad to booking a call, this is pretty massive, you know? Hopping on a sales call, especially if you are like a big decision maker of a company, let's say you're a CEO of a company, or like a marketing manager or CMO or whatever. Like this is a pretty big investment, you know? You have to take 30 minutes to 60 minutes out of your time to hop on a call. And really rarely people even like hopping on sales calls. You know, there's a lot of friction. There actually has to be a really good reason for someone to hop on a sales meeting with you. You know, they don't do it just for fun. And it's really hard to give them a good enough reason over just a cold email or a cold call or a LinkedIn post, you know? There just isn't enough of time. You can't write 1,000-word cold email because first of all, no one's gonna read it. So you have to write these short emails or run short ads or whatever. And it's just not gonna be enough to convince these people to hop on a call. So what do these people do when they get interested? So let's say you send them a cold email and it's interesting to them. They're like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. Let's say you say, hey, I'll help you get more leads. I'll help you make more money. I'll do this, I'll do that. This gets them interested, sparks their curiosity, but it's not enough for them to book a call. So they go and they do research. You know, there's this invincible step that a lot of people miss between this and this, you know, between your cold email and between your call, there's always this step that the prospects do in 95% of the cases, and it's research. They do their own research. They go and they Google your company name, they go to their website, they go to their LinkedIn profile, and they try to find more information. And what is the best way for us to give them that information? It is through a video sales letter, because on the video sales letter, we can specifically craft it in a way that we give them the answers to all of their questions. We give it in a really easy to understand way. We show them that we are experts. We show them our past client results or whatever. We can give them all the information in an easy to consume and understand way in just one video. It's like really easy for them to get the information. They just click play. They just watch the video 10, 15, 20 minutes. They're like, okay, shit, I got answers to all of my questions. And if it's done well, if the VSL is good, they're going to book a meeting. But then, let's say you don't have this, you don't have the VSL, it's really hard for them to find this information, you know, like they go to their website, there's some like shit like framer, template copy, you know, they can't understand what you do, they can't understand anything. They go to their LinkedIn profile, it's terrible. It's like they fail, you know, like this research step doesn't go well. They don't get the research that they want, so they don't end up booking a call. So that's why in a lot of cases, or in all of cases, when you actually make a good VSL, yes, it's going to help you in sales calls. Your close rate is going to go up, your show up rate is going to go up, you're going to handle less objections, people actually want to buy more, people are more qualified. Yes, all of these things are great, but the big benefit a lot of people don't understand is that it's going to increase, it's going to boost all of these metrics by a fuck ton. Your cold email campaigns are going to perform better, your LinkedIn outreach is going to perform better, your content is going to book more calls, your paid ads are going to be more profitable, you're going to get more referrals. Everything is going to be fucking better in the business once you have a VSL. It's indirect, so it's not always obvious, but that's why they are so important. And the big problem is that once agency owners realize this, they're like, okay, shit, VSLs are actually really important, I need one. They go and they create a VSL based on wrong information that doesn't really apply to them. You know, you go to YouTube and you know how to make a VSL. If you're lucky, my video pops up there. But in a lot of cases, there's a lot of other VSL advice. It's not bad advice, but it's different advice, or it's not specific to you. Because most of the video sales that are advice and courses and books and all these things that you find online, they are not for B2B. You know, they are not for B2B. They are for B2C mass market products. You know, they are for info products, they are for trading courses, they are for supplements, they are for this and that, you know. They are for the B2C mass market customer. There's a lot of like fucking big urgency and fake countdowns and all of this like emotional manipulation, you know. They're like twisting the knife, your life is terrible, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's a lot of these like really scammy, slimy fucking VSLs that yeah, they probably work, and a lot of that stuff is like really good copywriting advice. So I'm not saying that all B2C mass market VSLs are this, not at all. Like there's crazy amount of really good B2C copywriters, really good B2C VSLs, really good B2C products, of course, 100%, but still the style is completely different. The things that you have to do when advertising to the B2C mass market customer are not really relevant when you go to B2B, or at least not as relevant, because B2B buyers, they're more sophisticated. They care about different details. It's like they are busier and they don't fall for like the fucking no emotional manipulation here, you know, that you don't want to do that. You overall don't want to do that, you know. It's not the overall good thing to do, but like even like here, it's like more important, you know. The B2B VSL that you make for your agency for a high ticket product, you're not selling a $47 fucking fat loss supplement or hair loss product or an info product on how to day trade fucking the stock market. You know, you're not trying to do that. You're trying to sell a high ticket service that costs thousands or tens of thousands of dollars a month. You know, you're trying to sell an expensive service here to a sophisticated, smart B2B buyer, you know, different things that you need to show them. So how do we actually make good B2B VSLs. To make a good B2B VSL, we have to answer 11 main questions. These are like high level questions that you need to answer. And as long as you answer these questions, the VSL is going to be a fucking killer, you know? And when it comes to VSLs, I know this is something that people always ask, hey, how should I record it? Should I do slideshows? Should I have a whiteboard? Should I have Google document? Should I have my face there? Should I edit it? Whatever. To be honest, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as these 11 questions are answered, it doesn't really matter how you present it, as long as you present in a natural way. My own preferred way of presenting VSLs and doing VSLs for B2B is doing Google Docs presentation. So I write everything in a Google document, and then I just screen rec plus face cam, and no edits, or at least or super small. You know, like cutting out like and you know, but like super raw, no edits. You just screen share a Google document and just go over your own sales argument, your thesis. Hey, this is how it goes, this is how it works. And as long as it's educational, as long as it answers all the questions that we're gonna go through in a bit, it's gonna be fucking fine. You don't need a crazy editor. You don't need to go and rent out a massive studio with 4K infrared whatever cameras and professional directors. There's no need for that. These people don't care about it. They just want the information. They just want to answer their questions. They just want to make more money. They want to make a good decision, you know? So there's no need for that shit. So the first question that we need to answer is the claim. You know, we need to tell them what is the actual claim. And easier way to put this, like claim, is what is in it for them. This is the first thing that you need to answer, because this is the first thing that is going to be in their mind. You don't want to start with some super clever, complex hook or some cool story. No, you need to fucking straight up start the video telling what is in it for them by like watching this video and just overall buying your service. And really easy ways to do this is just tell them and just answer what result they get, how fast, using what mechanism. This is like the easiest framework. And also here, like, who is it for, like specifically, but this is gonna be covered in a later question anyways. But this is like the easiest way to start out the VSL in a really fucking strong way. Hey, in this video, I am going to show you how we help you increase your conversion rates on your landing page by 50% in the next 4 weeks using heat mapping, using dynamic headlines, using this or that. Hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how we can help you get 3 extra clients every single month using cold email lead generation. Hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you blah, 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 blah. You know, what result do they get? Measurable, has to be a measurable result. Don't just say, hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how we make you a fucking beautiful website. No one gives a flying fuck about beautiful websites. They want to make more money. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get this result that is measurable and easy to understand. And this is a metric that you care about. This is how fast you're going to get it. You're going to get it in 2 weeks, in 3 months, in fucking 4 years, in 24 hours, whatever. Using what mechanism? How are you going to get that result? We are going to build you a better funnel. We're going to make you a VSL. We're going to use cold email lead generation. We're going to run ads. We're going to do this or that, you know? That's the best way to start the VSL. Immediately after you have made your claim, after you have told them what they're going to get, you need to immediately show them proof, you know? Because if you give them a claim, you say, hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get 3 extra clients every single month for your service using cold email lead generation. The first thing that's going to happen in their head is they're going to be skeptical. What does this guy know about getting us clients? Why would he know something that I don't? Is he smarter than me? Is he better than me? Boom, you need to show them proof. Case studies, past clients, screenshots of working campaigns or working results. Show them proof. And at this point, you don't have to go super in depth into it. You just show them proof. Boom. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get 3 extra clients every single month using cold email lead generation. Here's a screenshot of our client campaign where we got them 5 clients. Here's a case study interview that we did with one of our clients. They got 6 new clients. Here's a screenshot of our cold email campaign. Here's a screenshot of what our client said in Slack. Here's a screenshot, here's a screenshot, here's a screenshot. Boom, 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 boom. Just fucking blast them with proof. And this section can be long. You know, I have seen really well working VSLs where they go over the claim in the first 20 seconds and then they spend 15 minutes going over proof. I know that is a bit extensive and you need to know who you're selling to and you need to know that this actually is gonna work in your niche. But you can just fucking blast it with proof because that's what people are looking for. In this days and age, they just look for good vendors, good agencies who actually have results to back their claims up with. So show them proof. And if you don't have proof, if you are just in the starting stage, you don't have any client campaigns, you don't have testimonials, you don't have any of this, you can either just skip this part. The VSL is not gonna be as powerful, it's not gonna work as well, but you're just starting out, there's really nothing you can do. Or you can use third-party case studies. You can show third-party research or results to do this. Again, don't just steal someone's case studies, but if there is a really well-known case that is documented online. So let's say fucking Apple used like a big marketing strategy and it worked really well. You can show, hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do this and this and this and this. And by the way, this is the same exact strategy that Apple used back in 2014 to get these results. It's not as good, but it's better than nothing. Or you can use your own results. Let's say you run a cold email lead generation agency or you run whatever fucking agency. You can show them, hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do this and this. By the way, here's a screenshot of my calendar. As you can see, last week I had 10 sales calls. This was all done with the same stuff that I'm gonna show you. You can also use your own results, but just fucking have some results. And if you don't have any, skip it, but do your best to get those results as fast as possible because the VSL is gonna perform so much fucking better. Okay, question 3 that we have to answer is going to be identification. Identification. I can't fucking write this. AKA, who is this for? Because if you logically think about it, what's gonna go through the prospect's head? Okay, first thing that they're gonna think about, then they come to your landing page. Okay, what's in it for me? That's like the first thing everyone thinks about. And you tell them immediately, hey, you get this result this fast using this mechanism. Okay, great. Second thing they're gonna think, what does this fucking guy know about anything? Why should I trust him? Okay, boom, here's a bunch of proof. Here are case studies, here are screenshots, here this and that, blah, 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 blah. Then the third thing that's gonna be in their head, okay, surely this is not for me. Is this actually relevant for me? Is this gonna work for me? Everyone always thinks that their situation is so unique and special. Oh, this is not gonna work for me because we are this and we are that and we have this really specific niche, Everyone always thinks that they're fucking unique, special snowflakes, which is not the case in most cases. Tell them who it is for. This is going to be for business owners who are based in the United States or based in Europe or based in fucking Minnesota. And you are doing $50,000 to $500,000 a month in revenue, and you are selling a high-ticket software development service, and you have a sales team, and you have this and that. Tell them exactly who is going to get results from this and who's not. If you have some specific criteria that need to be filled out, tell them immediately here. This way, if someone doesn't match those criteria, they're not gonna fucking book a meeting, and you don't have to waste your time. And then the people who match those criteria, they're gonna be 10 times more sold because they hear that this is for them. Like imagine this. Let's say that you are a 25-year-old guy, you are living in fucking Paris. You're a 25-year-old guy living in Paris and you're running an online business and you really wanna get ripped. You wanna get in really good shape for next summer. But you are really busy because you're working on your online business. So what if you saw an ad that said, hey, if you are a 25-year-old online entrepreneur in Paris and you are looking to get shredded for next summer, but you are busy as hell because of your work schedule, we are gonna help you. You would immediately think, what the fuck? This is perfect for me. This is literally made for me. This guy is going to be perfect, or this girl is going to be perfect for helping me. You would be so much more sold than if you just saw an ad saying, hey, we will get you shredded. So just by calling out who this is for, you're gonna get rid of the people who are not a fit, and you're gonna get the people who are a fit so much more sold. So it's really important. Number 4 is going to be the one big belief, also called the core concept. So what is the one big thing they need to understand to buy into this? So in every single niche, again, you have to know your niche for this to work really well. But in every single niche, there are different limiting beliefs. There are standard practices, there are cultural things, there are all these kind of things what that people operate based on, you know? So a lot of these limiting beliefs are gonna stand in the way of you and your prospect buying from you. So let's say that there is an accounting company in northern Norway, and they are a really traditional business owner. You know, they have ran the business the same way for their whole life. They've owned the business for 20 years, and they are used to just going to networking events. They go to business conferences and they get referrals and they sign deals from that. And then when they think about cold email, the first thing that they have in mind with cold email is, it's illegal, GDPR laws are fucking restricting it, it's spamming, cold email is fucking terrible. You know, that's like the first thought. And that's like a really common average belief that people have in this niche. So before you pitch your service, before you start talking about anything else, you need to immediately diffuse this limiting belief. You need to overcome the limiting belief, because no matter what you fucking say, you can make the best offer in the world, you can have the best proof in the world, you can have all these things in the world, but if they have this big belief, they're not gonna buy. So that's why immediately after the identification, we go into the big belief, we go into the core concept, and we say, hey, big problem big mistake that a lot of Norwegian accounting company owners make is that they think that cold outreach is spamming or that it's illegal, when in fact it's not. Actually, boom, 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 boom. You know, actually it's the best way to acquire new clients and grow your accounting company, because you are able to do this and you're able to do that. You're able to like laser target your prospects, and it's really cheap and it's really fast and it's this and that, you know. You handle the big belief, but you have to understand that there are these big limiting beliefs in your niche, and there are gonna be a lot of common ones that everyone has or most people have. And it's really important for you to handle this. And it's gonna be just super niche specific. You just have to know your niche. And if you don't know your niche, you can make a guess, you know? But over time, as you get better and better and better, understand your niche better, you're able to make this better. You know? You're able to go and rewrite it to match it. But like, think about it. If you personally think that stocks are a fucking scam, let's say you are like a tinfoil hat dude, and you think that stocks are a government-controlled matrix attack and they are there to scam the mass population, you know, like you don't believe in the stock market at all for some reason. Let's say you are like, you know, that can be the case. And then your friend comes up to you and they say, hey man, I found this fucking crazy way. I found this crazy stock, and this stock is gonna go 10x up. You know, it's gonna be the fucking best stock in the world. It's gonna go up 10x. And if you invest $1,000 in the stock right now, you're gonna get $10,000 next month after the stock goes up. And if it doesn't go up, if it doesn't go down, I'll just give you your money back. I'm that confident in this stock. You know, let's say they have some insider information they can't trade themselves. They're like, hey man, like if you don't make 10x your money on this stock, I'll give you all your money back. Obviously, a fucking crazy deal, you know, like it's your friend, you trust them a lot, you know that they are a good stock trader, you know all these things, it's like a no-brainer offer. But if you believe that stocks are a government-controlled matrix attack operated by the puppet masters and the elites, obviously you're not gonna fucking do it. You're like, I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm too smart for that shit. You know, I'm not gonna fall for that. Great offer, thank you, I appreciate it, but that's not for fucking me. I'm not here. I'm not gonna be scammed by the elite. I'm not gonna be scammed by the matrix. So then, if your friend wants you to get to invest into his stock or into this stock, he first have to diffuse that limiting belief. Yo man, I know that you think that government controls the stock and it's a matrix attack, but actually, stock market works like this, and actually this works like this, and actually here's like this. You know, like they have to first get rid of that limiting belief before they pitch you this idea. And if they do it successfully, you're probably gonna do it, you know? But if they don't do it, or if they don't acknowledge it at all, you're never gonna fucking do it. So we have to handle the one big belief. In every single niche, there are these, and there's like the big ones, you know? Cold email doesn't work, ads don't work, our niche doesn't buy this, our fucking company doesn't work for this, you know? Limiting beliefs. And it can be actual limiting beliefs, like that are actually true, or are like physical, you know? Like, this is this or this is that. Or it can just be emotional things. People don't want to send out cold emails because they think it's salesy and scammy and spammy, you know? Or people think that, or people don't want to hire more people into their business because they think that it's risky. You know, they're afraid to hire. So then if you have a hiring offer, if you have like a recruitment offer, you first have to say, hey, You can't fucking scale your business without hiring because of reasons X, Y, and Z, and here's some proof about it. So then they're like, oh shit, I need to start hiring. And then, boom, then you show your hiring offer. After you have covered the one big belief, before we go into actually pitching your mechanism, what I always like to do, and I always like to add on the 5 thing, is background. You know, who are you? You know, because this is something that people think about. People buy from people. They don't really buy from companies. They buy from people. They buy from the sales guys they talk to. They buy from the company owners. They buy from the people who are in ads. So before we go into the pitch, I think it's really good practice to just quickly overview who you are. Hey, by the way, if you have never heard of us, my name is Levi Erla, and I have background in this, and I have studied this, and I have done this, and I have done this, blah, 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 blah. Don't keep it super long, because people at the end of the day don't really fucking care about your life story. They just want to know who you are. But show them who you are, who is your team, what have you done, you know? And here, like, one really big thing is boost credibility. You know, if you have things that boost your credibility, make you look like a smarter individual or a better entrepreneur or a better marketer or a better fucking software developer or whatever, bring those things up, you know? If you have studied at Harvard, say that you have studied at Harvard. If you have done something super fucking hard and impressive, even if it's not directly correlated to you, to your business or your offer, bring it up. Hey, I won the fucking chess championship of Croatia 2 years ago. Here's a picture of me fucking playing chess at the tournament. Yeah, it's probably not gonna show them that you are a better agency owner, but it's gonna show them that, hey, this guy is fucking smart, he's grinding. I like to work with smart people who grind and work hard. You know, like, it's just gonna align again a little bit like the cultural fit. It's gonna show you who you are. It's gonna bring a little bit more personality into it, and people trust you more. You know, when you share details like that, people trust you more. If you have some sick hobbies, mention one. If you have studied at an impressive college, mention it. If you have fucking won some competitions, if you have gotten awards, if you have fucking done this or that, mention it. Bring your personality. Show who you are. Show that you are a real person. Show that you are a smart, hardworking individual. And if you are not a smart, hardworking individual, if you are a fucking slob, okay, what are you first of all running? Why are you running an agency? But yeah, if there's nothing impressive, I don't need to mention. Just say, hey, we started this company a year ago because we wanted to solve this problem, and that's it. This doesn't have to be like super long. This is just like a bonus thing. If you are able to boost your background and share something interesting, share it. If you don't have anything interesting about you, if you are just a fucking true NPC, just leave it at that. But yeah. So then the next thing is going to be mechanism. So how do you do it? This is going to be a really massive one. And if you have read Eugene Schwartz's Breakthrough Advertising, he talks about mechanisms and unique mechanism, and a lot of, like, this is like a really common marketing concept, but mechanism is pretty much the process that you use to get someone results, you know? So a really easy example, we always have, like, every single time when you are selling something, when something is being sold, or something is being bought, there's always a transformation that is looking to be acquired. You know, people buy shit because they want a transformation. They want something to change. Like, there is not a single sales transaction in this world that happens without someone looking for change. You know, if you buy a burger from McDonald's, you are probably hungry or bored. So you want to be not hungry or entertained. You buy a burger. Or the reason why you buy an iPhone, your old phone's memory is full. Or your screen is cracked, or it's fucking lagging because Apple is like pushing all these updates on it, you know? You buy an iPhone because your fucking old one doesn't work and you want to change your situation. The same thing goes when you're selling agency services. People buy your services because they want something to change. They are currently at some kind of a situation and they want to be at a different situation, you know? So we need to show them how we get this transformation for them. So let's say, again, let's use a really simple example. Let's say cold email lead generation is what we are selling. Our clients, they right now are not running cold email campaigns, or in some niches, the starting situation is different than average. You know, people are running cold email, but it's not working. But let's say our average client, they are not running cold email campaigns and they don't know how to do it. And the situation that they want to be in, the transformation that they want to experience, is that they have high quality leads coming in every single month, predictably, through cold outbound. That's the transformation, A to B. So we need to show them how we are gonna do this transformation. We need to show them the process is this. The process has 4 steps. First, we set up cold email infrastructure. Next, we build out a lead list. Third, we write the cold emails. And fourth, we fucking do inbox management and we send the emails out, and when someone responds positively, we book them into a meeting. This is the process. And you need to show them that this process is the most fucking obvious, airtight way to get this transformation, you know? Because if they don't believe that this process is going to get them from A to B, they're not gonna fucking buy it. I can guarantee you that they are not going to buy if they don't believe in the process of getting results. People don't just buy shit for the sake of buying shit. They buy shit because they believe that, hey, this process is gonna help me get there. So you need to make an airtight case why these are the right steps to take, why they need to be taken in this specific order, why they have to be done in this specific way, you know, why otherwise they're not gonna fucking fail. Or why they are gonna fail otherwise, you know? Hey, the reason why we first set up the cold email infrastructure is because of reasons X, Y, and Z. And we need to do this really specifically in this way, otherwise it's not gonna fucking work, and we're gonna land in the spam folder, and this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Then we need to scrape a lead list, and the lead list has to be this many people, and it needs to be scraped with this tool, and with these variables, and it needs to be verified like this. Otherwise, if we don't do it, you're gonna fail because of reasons X, Y, and Z. Then we need to write out cold emails, and we need to use this structure, and we need to say these things, and the emails need to be this long and blah, 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 blah. And then we need to do inbox management in this way, and otherwise you're gonna fucking fail, and we need to reply this fast, and we need to do this, otherwise you're gonna fucking fail. We need to show them that this is the best process to do it. And this doesn't really go into the topic of VSLs, but it's still really important, and I have a video on my YouTube channel talking about this. But unique mechanisms. So as your market gets more saturated, as there's more competition, like you don't compete anymore with the size of the claim. You know, like normally when you try to compete with your competitors, like your competitor is saying, hey, we will get you 3 clients a month. You start saying, we will get you 4 clients a month. And then your competitor says, we'll get you 5 clients and 6 clients and 7 clients. And then another guy comes into the market and, hey, we will get you 5 clients in fucking 2 weeks. And people start making bigger and bigger and bigger claims. And the market gets sophisticated and saturated, and no one starts to fucking believe those claims anymore. So then you don't compete with the claims anymore. You compete with the mechanism. You need, and if your market is really saturated, you need to show why your mechanism is better than your client, than your competitors. Not why you're able to get them better results, but why your mechanism is better, why it's more foolproof, why it works better, why it's more predictable. So then let's say there's like a lot of cold email agencies out there who are using the same process. If I want to compete with those agencies, I need to come up with a better process. Okay, for example, instead of writing cold emails like this, we start we use Clay and we use AI to write better personalized cold emails. Or instead of hiring inbox managers to do inbox management, I'm gonna use a fucking AI bot to do it, so we are able to do it faster and it's better and it's cheaper. Or for example, you can add steps or take away steps. So for example, what we have started doing is, hey, instead of doing this, we first are going to create you a sales argument, because it's going to make all of these steps work way better. So we add a step and we show that our process is better because we have this extra step that is going to make everything better, you know? So we need to show that how do we get the actual results and why it is the best way to get these results, you know? Super simple. After we have showed them the process, we have showed them how to get these results. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, I'll just move this. So after we have showed them how to get these results, we need to show them option 1 versus option 2, aka why do it with us? Because once you show them this process, you know, a lot of people are also afraid of this. Like, if I tell how we get results, won't they just do it themselves? Okay, if they can do it themselves, your fucking service is probably useless, you know? No one's gonna need it anyway, so don't worry about it. So what we usually do at this point is show them, hey, this is the process. Now you know the process. Now you have 2 options. You can go and you can do it by yourself, but you're gonna run into these problems, these problems, these problems, and these problems, you know? If you try to do this yourself, you don't know how to do it, you don't know where to buy the right infrastructure, you don't know the right settings, you don't have the best tools. If you try to go and scrape your lead list yourself, you're gonna run into this and this and this issue. If you try to write your cold emails by yourself, you're gonna run into these issues. You don't know how to A/B test, you don't know how to fucking write the copy, you don't know how to fucking do this. You know, we pretty much just show them, hey, you have two options, do it yourself, but why you shouldn't do it themselves and why you should do it with us, you know? So this is like a really simple section. Hey, now you have two options. You can do it yourself, but you're gonna run into this issue, this issue, this issue, and this issue. Or you have option two, work with us and you can start getting these results in this amount of time. Really fucking simple. Sometimes option one isn't doing it themselves. You know, sometimes it's hiring another agency. You know, sometimes there's other common practices. Maybe every single time when you talk to your clients, they just tell you, yeah, we're just gonna hire, you know, like let's say you are a copywriting agency and you write copy and you do big sales letters. Your clients might be saying to you all the time, we are just gonna write it with ChatGPT. We are just gonna use AI to write the sales letter. So then this would be different than you say, hey, now you have two options. You can go option one and you can write this with ChatGPT, but you are gonna run into this problem. The copy is gonna be fucking terrible. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what good looks like. You're gonna fucking lose out on a lot of money because you're running a fucking terrible sales letter. Or option two, just hire us and let us hire it. And you can have a good sales letter in 2 weeks and start converting more. Super, super, super simple. After that, I like to quickly just mention benefits, you know? So when you work with us, you're gonna have this benefit, this benefit, this benefit, this benefit. People don't buy features, they buy benefits. And you could also mention features here. So specifically what you do and specific deliverables. But I think in a B2B setting, when we are running call funnels and we are doing sales calls, I would just rather overview that in a sales call. It's not as important. So in this section, you just tell them, hey, when you work with us, you will, and then you just list out all the benefits that they will experience. You will get predictable lead flow of X clients in Y days, blah, blah, blah. You won't have to worry about ABC. You will save, you will be able to get rid of unprofitable SDRs, boom, boom. And you just list out like 5 to 10 of the main benefits that your client is going to experience when working with you. You know, that's what you do here. Really fucking simple. I think anyone who understands marketing understands why you do this. And yeah, don't go into the features. I don't think it makes sense when you are running a call funnel. It can, it's fine, you know, but I would just mention the benefits. Hey, when you work with us, you will be able to experience this and this and this benefit. You know, you are gonna get rid of this problem. Your life is gonna be fucking better than it was before. Boom. Then we just go straight up into the offer. So what's your offer? Again, because we're running a call funnel, I wouldn't mention any pricing here, any of this stuff, but you're just pretty much making an offer. So if you're interested in seeing how we can help you generate 3 new clients every single month through this process that I just showed you, go and book a call, you know, then you just rip a CTA, book a call. This is almost always going to be book a call or apply. If you have like a lot of lead flow, you don't want all of them to book a call, you want them to apply first. So if you want to see how we do this for you, go and book a call. You can also mention like other things like here, offer like guarantees. And if you have some true urgency and scarcity, you can mention this, but never use fake urgency, never use fake scarcity. Only if it's absolutely 100% true. Hey, if you want to see how we do this, we will do it performance-based, so you only pay for results that you get. And we can only do this with 3 clients at a time because 1 client takes a lot of time. So if you're interested, make sure that you apply now. Book a call from the link below, and in this call, I will show you how everything works and we will see if it's a fit for your business. And if it is, we will work together. If it's not, we won't. And the last thing that you do on the sales letter is just a Q&A. So this is pretty much objection handling. I like to take the 5 biggest objections that in our niche we usually get, and I just like to handle them after it. You know, so after the call to action, book a call, blah, 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 blah. By the way, I know that right now you might have a few questions. The most common questions we get is boom, 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 boom. Is this legal? Yes, it is legal, blah, 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 blah. You know, depending on your service, you're gonna get different objections. How much does it cost? How fast can we get results? What do we have to do ourselves? Is this legal? What technology do you use? Bah, 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 bah. take your 5 biggest objections and just handle them really quickly. So then a lot of those objections are going to be handled before the fucking sales calls. And sales calls are going to be way better, which is super cool. So this is how you do the VSL. And one big question that I always see is, this is crazy. Or not crazy, it makes sense. But a lot of people, they make a really good VSL and then naturally, because they have a really good VSL, they want to share it to the whole world. So they start putting it on their cold emails and all these things. They say, when do we send the VSL? They're running cold email campaigns. When do we send the VSL to our clients? You don't fucking send it to the clients. You just put it on your landing page, let it sit there, put it on the top of the page, and people will automatically find it if they want to find it. If they want to do more research, they will figure it out where the fuck it is. So there's no need to start sending it everywhere. Just put it there, upload it to YouTube, post it on LinkedIn once or twice, and then just fucking let it sit on your landing page. And automatically, it's gonna make you way more fucking money. Or one thing that you can also do is you can set up an automated sequence that when someone books a call with you through your Calendly, they get sent an email with the link to the VSL. Like they've already booked a call and you can say, hey John, by the way, before our call, if you haven't watched this video already, I highly recommend you to watch it because it explains how we work, how everything works, all this stuff. So you'll just have more information on the call and we can save time and we can focus on your business instead of the main offer. It's already covered there. So take 15 minutes, watch the video, boom. The VSL can be any length that you want to, as long as you're not just fucking yapping there. As long as it's useful, it can be super long. And yeah, that's pretty much how we do it. And if you want to learn more about writing VSLs, I have a 1 hour, 13 minute free VSL course on my YouTube channel. It's named Free 1 Hour Agents VSL Masterclass. And this pretty much goes over this process, but just in more specifics, in more details. So you can check that out. And of course, if you run an agency, if you want to add $10,000 into your monthly recurring revenue in the next 16 weeks, go check out my VSL. Here's a great example of how VSLs work. So go check that out and book a call if you want to scale your agency with us. But yeah, fucking take care.